Hello, everybody. Hello. Can everybody hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, we'll get started. Adam's he's doing the comments, but he's having some issues, so we'll have to just see how it goes. Okay, so can you hear me? All right. Okay, everybody. So we're in the UK and we spent the day with Cassie, so it was a very nice day. And I will do name checks at the end so we can get right to the questions, and anyone that doesn't care about that, they can leave when they want. So I'm stalling to give Adam a second. I did want to tell you that I got a few people writing to me telling me that there were 2 guys caught in Sacramento. They were going to hit up the Democratic headquarters, and that was something that I said that I was seeing that was making me very nervous. And I guess they caught the guys. It's 2 guys. One was from my hometown of Vallejo. We're so proud. But it could be why I was picking it up too, because he's from Vallejo. So anyway, that was good. And like I said, I feel like we just kind of have a lot of protection right now. We're a lot of these plans are being foiled, and I think we've got a lot of protection right now. So, all right. So let's, I'm going to take the first question that I see, which is about Texas. How will the situation with Texas Democrats fleeing from Texas to DC work out when they return? Okay, one second. Texas. Okay, so I just heard "don't come back," and I feel like that is somebody. I feel like they're somebody is. I feel like somebody's telling them when to come back, and they're telling them not to come back yet. They have somebody. They have like I'll say an informant, but they have somebody I feel like that's communicating with them, telling them, keeping them informed when they should return and how. So there's somebody, I'll say on the inside, but it does feel like that. It feels like they're listening to somebody. I'm seeing John Lewis for some reason. Okay. I feel like they've got an awful lot of support on the other side, giving them help. I'm hearing threats, so I feel like they might be threatened when they come back with charges or something like that. I don't feel like it's going to amount to anything. So even if they, if they charged him with something or whatever, I just feel like it kind of dissipates. It goes away. It's very, I feel like it's public pressure. I feel like they can't do anything. They talk big, basically. So I think that I think they're going to be okay. I actually feel like it's going to be good for them. What they did was good for them. What they did was it's going to help them in some way. I'm not understanding exactly how yet, but I feel like there's something about public pressure, public support. So they may get a hero's welcome when they come back. I'm not sure, but something is, yeah, it just feels like they've got protection on the other side, but also they've got people willing to go to bat for them, and they're trying to give them support. So I think they'll be okay. If another insurrection is attempted soon or violence in Trump's name, will Trump, will Trump, ooh, where did it go? Oh my gosh, okay. I'll have to go to another question because I lost it. I'm so sorry. Lucienne, what should Adam do? He can't get in to do his normal stuff, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. Will the unrest in South Africa continue with loss of life, or will the situation be addressed in a peaceful way, and when? Okay. Let me go to South Africa. I'm hearing something about a setup. This is setup. It's a setup. And all I've seen is just the pictures that we've all seen, probably, of people looting and kind of just the unrest there. And I haven't seen anything recently, but there's something about a setup. The guy out of power is trying to come in. They're saying a setup. It's a setup. But there's something about him trying to come back. It could be that he's promising he can get under control or something, or he can do something about it. But I feel like it's a setup. It's not, there's something about this that's planned chaos. I just saw him in handcuffs, so I don't think he's coming back. But he's in handcuffs, so I think he's going to go to jail or go to prison eventually. But there's something about this being a setup. So maybe it's a plan that they tried to, I feel like it will get under control. There's somebody else taking the position of, what do they have there? Prime Minister or President? There's somebody taking the position, and I feel like there's a crackdown of some kind. People are not happy about it, but I feel like they don't really have a choice. I feel like they're just trying to get things under control, but I feel like it's kind of harsh. They're not happy about it, and I feel like the world is watching. So that's what I've got. That's what I got. That's all that's what I'm being told. I just have to tell you what I'm being told. Okay, let me see. Why is Tucker Carlson lying about the vaccine, and will he be held accountable? Okay. Tucker. Money. Something about being promised something. He's being promised something, but there's something about money too. I feel like there's like literally like a payment to do what he's doing. And there's something about being in line. He's in line with somebody. He's in line with somebody, but I also feel like there's something about this that's getting away from him. So I think maybe he's trying to toe a line of some kind, but it feels like it's kind of getting out of control. It's like there's no way to back up. And there's something about money, like a payment, like a direct payment. It's interesting because it just feels like I can't go back. I can't go back. Like I just need to keep saying what I'm saying because I don't know how to back up. I don't know how to go back because I feel like there's a it's almost like it is ridiculous at this point, but it's like I don't know how to back up. I don't know how to go back. And there's something about a payment that he's been paid. He's been paid for something, and he's in alignment with someone. I don't think it's Trump. Who is it? I don't think it's Putin. I don't think it's Trump, but I feel like it's somebody in that somewhere. And I don't think I know who it is because I think if I know who it is, I would just see the person, but I don't think I do. They feel American. They don't feel foreign. They feel American, but it doesn't feel like Trump. They have a different energy. Something, it's some kind of white supremacist something. It's something to do with that. I don't think it's exactly that, but it's something like that. So I'm not sure who it is. Maybe you guys can think of who I might be. Oh, you know what? It might be Steve Bannon. That's exactly the type of energy it is. I bet that's who it is. I'm not getting chills, but I think it's somebody like, if it's not that person, it's somebody like that. Because it just feels like somebody, but now it's like I want to back up, but I can't. Okay. Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back. Will Trump face consequences if another insurrection and violence in his name is tried soon? How much more will he be allowed to get away with? Okay. Okay. So, okay. So I don't think there'll be something like the insurrection. I feel like it will, if it feels like a weak attempt, something about it being weaker, less people, less. It just feels like it's diminished, and he is bleeding people. He does not like he has all this support. He really doesn't. And I know it's like, 70% of Republicans, but who are even Republicans anymore? They're leaving in droves. So, but I feel like there's something in around that August time period. There's something there. So to me, it almost feels like he panics people to where we think something's going to happen, but I don't feel like it does. I feel like he just doesn't have the support, and people don't want to go to jail. People don't want to have the problems that the insurrectionists are having right now. It just feels like the support is not there to do that again. But there feels like individuals, and it feels like a push for that. Like it feels like there's more fear about it than there is actually something happening. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like, is something going to happen? Is something going to happen? It feels like there's a lot of fear around that time period. And there might even be like individuals that will try something, but it's not like that big organized thing. It's not like that. So if that's what he's hoping for, that's not what's going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's going to be something that is kind of diminished, low energy. And there might be individual things that people try to do, but I just feel like it's not going to go. It feels, though, like people are afraid. It feels like there's a lot of fear involved. And I feel like that's what he's good at, right? He's ginning up fear, ginning up hate. And I feel like there's a lot of that in August. So August feels kind of icky around like the second and third week, around like the middle. It feels icky around there. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like, because I felt that when the insurrection was going to happen, I said I felt like there was violence. This doesn't feel like that. If there is, it's small. It's like small, like little things, but not anything big like that. Is he going to be held? Okay. So I'm seeing him sweating, which is, 90% of the time, right? He's sweating, but I feel it's like a panic. I feel like he's in a panic, and I feel like he's in having to speak in public, like maybe in front of the January 6th commission, because I feel like he's in the hot seat. That's what it is. He's in the hot seat. Got it. Thank you. He's in the hot seat. So there's something about him having to explain himself in some way where he's being kind of forced to answer questions in a public forum, and he's in the hot seat. He's sweating. So I feel like there's something about that is bad for him. It's not good. Okay, well, the U.S. shut down the Delta variant. The variant, okay. It's weird. I feel like it fades after the booster shots. When we get our booster shots, and I'm not even sure when they're saying that is, like after a year, I guess. But there's something correlated with the booster shot with getting rid of the variant. So maybe they, in the booster shot, would they add something or something like that? Oh, thank you, Trisha. Is that what I'm seeing? Would they add, when they do a booster shot, is it just more of the same, or do they add something to it? Because it feels like there's something in the booster shot, and it's like it just fades. Yeah, Boris Johnson. So that's what I'm getting. Something about the booster shot is going to wipe it out. It's going to be gone, or it's going to be. CDC says no booster shots. Okay, there's something they're adding. There's something being added, and I feel like we're going to get it. There's something added. So the booster should help against the stronger variants. Okay, so there is. Some people are saying there is a booster shot. There isn't. I'm saying that there's some kind of shot on top of the shots we've gotten. If you've been double vaccinated or fully vaccinated, which is what the U.S. says, or something about that. Oh, okay, they're working on a booster though. Hey, it works because I'm seeing that working. Okay, so perfect. Thank you, Terry. All right, and I'm going to go back to Boris Johnson. Yes, Boris Johnson just opened the UK. And I already said to Adam, they're going to have to close it down again. I'm already seeing that. I think it'll be, and I don't think it'll be a full lockdown. I think it'll be about December, around December. To me, it feels like winter, but I don't feel like it's everything. I feel like it's just like, what is it? Maybe the mask mandate comes back or something like that. But I already saw it. I was just like that. I know there's something there. So, yeah, anyway, that's that. Okay. So let me look and say, I'm so sorry that we're having to do it this way. But Adam cannot figure out, I don't know why he can't figure out what he's figured out before, but there's a problem. Okay. Okay. I'm going back up. I'm going to see if there's questions. I know I saw a bunch and now I can't find them. If you can, put the questions in big letters and like all caps, and then I'll be able to see him quickly. Okay. So. Okay. Kids in schools be affected. Like I said, I feel like it will probably be how it has been. And then it just feels like we get the shot, it starts to go. And that's that. Will Trump get a state funeral when he dies and lay in state in the Capitol? Oh, I think that would be a very bad idea. I think that would be a very bad idea. Yes, thank you, Lucienne. Lucienne's taking over. Okay. All right. So let me see. All right. So no. I'm feeling like his family. I feel like his family might say something like, "Oh, he wants to be buried in New York," or something like that, cover for it. And we may not even hear it that way, but I feel like it's like they somehow, like he always does. Oh, I don't want to do that anyway. I want to do this. It's like, but we all know he's not having a state funeral. I am hearing no, and I am feeling like his family's going to step in and try to cover for him, which is just, the coward that he is. Okay, how much longer till Mitch McConnell is out? Oh, God, that guy. Okay, I can't. It's. I consider myself a spiritual person, but when he comes on, I cannot even stand to watch him. He's just horrific. The thing about him too is that I feel like it's all a game to him. Oh, thank you, Marie. It's all a game to him. It doesn't mean anything. He's got all the money he could want. He has enough power that he's happy with that. I think he'd really like to be in charge again. I think he'd really like to be the head of the Senate again, but I don't think he will be. And I just feel like he thinks it's a big game. It's fun for him. And I think he doesn't, if he does know the damage he's doing, he doesn't care, which is just sickening. It's sickening because people are hurt so much by his actions. So anyway, Mitch McConnell will be leaving soon. I've seen that same picture of him and his wife leaving for the longest time. I feel like she's ready to go. Like she's not happy with things right now. I feel like she's ready to go. I feel like she might even be like convincing him to just hang it up, which is weird for her because I've always seen her as such a, she likes the status, that kind of thing. But there's something, I feel like she's pulling away. I just heard scandal, so there might be a scandal coming for him or for her or for both of them. You know what? I think he may go in 2022. I feel like he thinks they're going to win and they're not. And so I think that he may leave when they don't win. He may go. I feel like there's something coming though with him. And his health I keep saying his health is not good. His health is not good. I'm seeing like this, like it goes up and down. And it's not good. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for him. It's, all of those guys, health things I always see with Barr, with McConnell, with Pompeo. I always see those three as having, even like now, having issues. Why isn't Graham more visible? Why is Lindsay hiding out? I thought the same thing. Okay, I'm so glad somebody asked that question. Okay, so let me ask that. Why is Lindsay hiding his lame face? Sorry, it's just the mood I'm in. Now these people, okay, so why is Lindsay hiding? He knows, it feels like he knows, people know things about him. He's trying to, he is like trying to hide, to like not hide, but not say anything, not be in the limelight. He's trying to distance himself, but at the same time, he people know things about him. And he's pulling away. Behind the scenes, he's still like, oh yeah, I'm with you, but I feel like he's publicly, he's pulling away. But he knows they know things about him. He thinks they have like evidence. He thinks they have evidence. I don't know if they do. I don't think they do, actually. That's weird. But he thinks they do. Maybe he's been told they do, but he thinks they do. I don't think they do. But he's scared. He's nervous. He's worried. He's stepping back. He also knows this Justice Department is very good. He knows this. He knows the Justice Department is very good. He knows there's something here, you guys. There's something here. I feel like he may have heard or knows what the Justice Department is finding out, and he's stepping away. Interesting. Okay. Let me look at what, there was somebody had a question that was, yes, John McCain is haunting his dreams. Yes. Oh, will he ever be removed as president? Let me look at that. I know there have been people that have said that. So I just saw the image of them covering his picture with like a black sheet or like a black blanket, like covering his picture. What does that mean? I think he'll just have a black cloud over his presidency. I almost feel like he'll be embarrassing for the U.S. But it's more than that, to cover it like that. What is that? It's some kind of shame on him, shame on the nation. It's a shame. It's like they're Linda G says he will be illegitimate. Yes. Cover that Klima with a black sheet. Exactly. Yes, it is something like that. I don't think they'll, he'll be part of our history, obviously, but there is something about it, we're going to find out everything. We're going to know everything. I don't feel like there'll be anything that we don't know about him, and it will be really gross. And so it's a really weird image though. So he's going to be like a black stain on our, like a traitor, like a black stain. Like I always said, like he was going to be like a, what's his face? The guy who was the traitor, like Benedict Arnold, that kind of thing, where it'd be like, oh yeah, that guy who was a traitor. It'd be like, just like, that's what he was. Okay, friends, let me see. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Alicia. What's coming up for New York City? Let me see too. What will there be meaningful after all the floods and fires? Oh, okay. Okay. Let me answer those. So, okay. NYC and the meaningful climate change stuff. Okay. New York City. The next mayor will be a Democrat. The next mayor will be, I feel like the next mayor is going to be really good. I feel like they're a Democrat. I don't know if they've decided who's running yet. I know it was kind of a big mess when I left. So, but I feel like it's going to be, their mayor's going to be really good. And people are going to be really happy with that, with the mayor. And it kind of feels like a little bit of a surprise. Like it wasn't, maybe it's not the campaign isn't the greatest or something, but it feels like people really like this mayor. I want to say it's a man, but I'm not sure. But they like him. I would say he, so I feel like it's a man. It's good though. They're good. They're really good. So they're going to have a good mayor. The NYCA. Okay. And then, well, the floods and the weirdest thing on the way here, I was hearing, I told my husband this, I kept hearing the song, a song called Muddy Water. I sang it in a band and I kept hearing it. And I haven't thought about that song probably since I sang it. That was like back in 2013, but it's an old song and it's called Muddy Water and it's all about a flood. And I kept hearing it over and over again, my own voice in my head, hearing it over and over again. And I even put it on because I thought, is this something, or am I just thinking of this song? And it was kind of as I was falling asleep on the airplane. Hi, Marie. Thank you. So I didn't know what it was, and I just kind of forgot about it. And then we landed a couple days later. We saw all the floods in Germany. I'm like, oh, that's what it was. But I think it's about a flood in Texas. That's actually what it's about. But it talks about like a generational homes being destroyed and graves, floating away and just weird imagery. And so anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that. But let me see if the floods and fires are going to change anybody's mind. You'd think it would. There's something about, I'm hearing inventions, which is kind of weird. The world works on this. The world will work on this. I'm hearing there's going to be, it's kind of almost feels like the pandemic, how the world was looking for a cure. It's like the world is working on it and there's inventions that come out of it. And I feel like, I just got dizzy for a second. There's something about inventions It's to do with energy, air. What is this? Energy, air and energy, air, energy, air. There's something, I don't know what this is, but there's inventions that happen that like assist in backing things up, undoing some things, undoing some damage. That's weird. Okay, so that's what I got. So at some point, the world is going to be working on this, just like it feels just like the pandemic, like all hands on deck. I'm wondering if there's going to be something. I'll have to look. I won't look at it tonight, but I will look at see if there's something major that sets off this world like funk. You know, everybody's in it. Everybody's involved all of a sudden. Yes, solar and wind power. It could be something like that, but I feel like it's some kind of like eureka, like breakthrough, and it backs things up. It starts to back things up. No, it's not. It's a song I sang, so I know it's called Muddy Water. Yeah, it's called Muddy Water. It's old though. It's like from the 20s, 30s. Okay. Someone just said it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. He may have done a version of it, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Who is behind the latest attack on the U.S. diplomats in Vienna? Okay. Did that just happen? I don't know anything about that. Okay. Who's behind? I just heard gone rogue. Gone rogue. Thank you, Lapis. I will have a Guinness on you. I will. Gone rogue. Hmm. It's weird because they don't feel connected to extremists. They're extremists. They have gone rogue, whatever that means. It's weird because I feel like they would think they would think that they are associated with a group, but I feel like the group is like, they're not associated with us. They've gone rogue. So, and the group is, Eastern Europe. I'm getting Eastern Europe. So there's something. It'll come out. It's going to come out, but it feels like they'll say we're associated with the blah 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 group, and they're like, they're not associated with us at all. I don't know what they're talking about. So, it's weird because it does feel like they have gone outside of what they've gone rogue. They've gone too far. They're not associated with us. Thank you, Julie. Something is weird about this. I cannot put my finger on it. I'll have to do meditate on this because I feel like there's something here, but I'm not quite picking up exactly what is going on. But they're going to figure this out. If they didn't, I don't know if have they arrested people? Because I feel like they're going to arrest people. It could be Russia, but it's weird because it doesn't feel like Russia. Maybe they're in Ukraine or somewhere like that. It's weird because I feel like they'll say, So maybe they'll say like, we're with Ukraine, but Ukraine's like, no, they're not with us, or something like that. Because I feel like, okay, well, so far no one has figured out yet. No one arrested. Okay, well, it's something. Okay, Eastern Europe means Russia. It could mean Russia. Usually I'll get like Putin, or I'll see like Russia has such a feel to it that it's like, that it could be Ukraine. It could be Ukraine. I feel like they'll just be like, yeah, they're not with us, or that we don't know who these people are, or whatever. And it does feel like a group, and they feel organized, but they're just not who they say they are. They've gone rogue. That's what they keep saying. They've gone rogue. Okay. I don't think they're Americans. Doesn't feel like that. It does feel, like Eastern European seems right for what it feels like. It just doesn't feel like Russia, which is weird. It's always Russia. Thank you, Julie. I hope that I thanked everybody. Oh, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thanks, you guys. And thanks for coming on. I just thought I'll just sit and talk if nobody's here. So I'm so glad you guys showed up. In the middle of the afternoon, and in the US, it's nighttime here. So, all right. Yes, no moderators, and that's just the way I'm rolling tonight. So I got no choice. And Adam, just I can hear him doing dishes. So apparently he gave up. Okay. Okay. Is there a big earthquake coming for California? And yeah, just write your questions in big capital letters, and I will try to get to them. I'm just going to do maybe a few minutes more. Okay. I just heard someone say not a big one, but I feel like there must be an earthquake though. And I always, my guides are very careful about showing natural disasters. They don't want to freak me out. They don't want to freak you out. Oh, Thelma, good luck tomorrow. Good luck. We'll all pray. Pray for Thelma. She's having a breast biopsy tomorrow. We will pray for for you to be okay. I understand it's scary, so pray for Thelma. Okay. All right. So, I feel like there might be a shaker, but it doesn't feel big to me. It doesn't feel, it does feel like though there's like, I think I've said this before, like there's property damage, and it kind of reminds me of the one we had in Napa where, stuff shook, and some stores their shelves were ruined, and people, my sister had stuff fall off her shelves, like there was like that kind of damage, but not like the lumber Priorita earthquake we had. And to me, it doesn't feel like the big earthquake, but I always say the same thing. Make sure you have if you're in an area that has natural disasters, just get your stuff together, do what they tell you to do. Always be prepared. Okay. Thank you, Linda C. But it doesn't feel like a huge one. If it, maybe they'll think it freaks me out. So I'm not going to say not at all, because I know they're very careful when it comes to natural disasters. But I heard not a big one. It's like a shaker. Okay, the super volcano in Yellowstone. Let me look at that. And there was something else I saw. Super volcano in Yellowstone. Okay. Okay. I can't find what I was looking at. Okay, so let me look at Yellowstone. So I'm seeing black, like clouds come up. I'm not seeing like a full like explosion. I'm seeing black clouds coming up. So maybe it will like do a lot of like smoke and that kind of stuff, but it doesn't feel like so maybe the air quality, like it'll affect the air quality or something, but I'm seeing black smoke come up. But it doesn't really look like when on the Big Island when that happened. It doesn't look the same. So, but it looks like a lot of black smoke, black clouds. So I'm thinking maybe it might affect the air quality, and there might be a lot of maybe some activity, but not like a huge explosion. Maybe it will just have like some activity. But I'm not seeing like what you'd think with like a volcano exploding. I'm not seeing that. So hopefully it will be like just some, moving around and, but it does seem like air quality, something about that. Okay. Merrick Garland and his intentions are pure. Okay. So I'm hearing he's lining things up. He's lining things up. He's making connections. He's connecting the dots right now. Okay. So I feel like because I can see him like lining things up. He's connecting the dots. He's overwhelmed. There's a lot to do here. And I feel like I can't make any mistakes. I can't make mistakes. Okay. Okay. So he has people, I'll just say all this because I'm getting a lot. I feel like there's people he has to get rid of. There's people he's trying to get rid of, that he has to get rid of in the department or around the department. So there must be like Trump people or people that are trying to mess things up or something. But I feel like he needs to get rid of those people. He's trying. And they're saying there's a lot of dots to connect. He's doing it. He's connecting the dots, and he isn't afraid to do this. He isn't afraid to start calling people out, pressing charges. He's not afraid to do it. I feel like he's so methodical, and I can hear him saying, I can't make a mistake. I can't make any mistakes. And so I feel like the dots are being connected, but it's like so slow and so not just one lane of truth or of proof, but 2 lanes, 3 lanes, 4 lanes. Like there has to be tons of evidence. I just feel like he's overkill. He will, if they bring charges against someone though, they're going to stick. He's not going to, I feel like this is going to take time though. It's going to take about a year but we'll have little bits and pieces here. We'll kind of hear about it. I feel like, but he wants it ironclad. Exactly, Jan. Thank you. DeJoy. When is DeJoy going to be gone? And then I'll do one more after that, and then I will have to say goodbye. Okay, 1 second. DeJoy. They're working on it. For some reason I'm seeing what's her name? Kamala Harris for some reason. And I just heard they're working on it. Why would I see her? I'm seeing her for some reason, but they're working on it. They're working on getting rid of him. I feel like it's not as easy as it seems. Oh. While he's in there, they're getting evidence against him. They're watching him. They're gathering evidence. They're watching him. That is, to be continued, because that's weird. That feels really weird. There's a reason there. That is so interesting. I feel like there's a reason he's still there. They're trying to get rid of him, but they're watching him. There's evidence. They're getting evidence. There's evidence against him. They're getting evidence against him. I just got chills with that. That is so weird. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so I'll do one more. Yeah, that's a weird one. I got the weirdest feeling with that. That is to be continued. So, yeah, that's weird. I will, I will have Lucienne. If I do it again from England, I will definitely have Lucienne do it. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. Okay, well, Ron DeSantis lose the governor's race of Florida. Thank you, Prairie. Okay, Ron DeSantis, another person gosh. It's weird, though. I did not see him. The only person I did not see him running for being the presidential, like the nominee. It was so strange because the only person who I felt like even matched what I was kind of feeling who would run was Pence, but he's not even popular at all. So it's just weird. But I don't feel like I feel like it's going to be someone like a Mitt Romney or a Pence or somebody that is kind of more reined in. So we'll see. I mean, a lot can happen between now and 2024, right? We know in political, that's a lifetime in political, whatever. Thank you, Cindy. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. And as you know, these things this is one of the hardest things to do are like races, our team's going to win, things like that. Because those, so much is free will, individual free will, and then their free will, if they're going to run or if they're going to do whatever. And it's weird because I feel like I almost feel like he might not run for some reason. Is it like the Senate where they have to give up their seat, or can he be governor? Because I feel like it almost feels like he steps away. Maybe there's a scandal or something, but I feel like he's like steps down or steps away from the governor's, from being governor. So either it's because his ambitions are going to lead him, he wants to do something else, but it almost feels like he there's like embarrassment or something attached to it. There's something that's weird. Because the picture I'm seeing is him kind of putting his head down and stepping back. So maybe they'll, these people are getting more and more reckless in the way in who they take money from, how they get to where they're going. It seems like they're constantly getting more and more doing whatever they have to do to win and take money from wherever and it seems like it's something like that. Like maybe he'll just kind of go too far with something, or with who he's involved with, or who he takes money from, or, I mean, who knows? Some of their supporters are so nutty that I could totally see that happening, but I can't quite put my... Oh, hi, Bunny and Gary. Hi, Bunny and Gary. I was just thinking about Gary Champion because I have a cemetery right out here. I'm going to go and do a cemetery walk. And if you haven't seen Gary's cemetery walks, or when he does the psychometry in like the Civil War Museum, the psychometry he does in the like the antique shops and stuff, it's amazing. He's fantastic. I got the idea of doing it from him. I had a reading with him and asked him if he thought I could do it. And he's like, yeah, you can. So anyway, I'm going to do that at some point when we're here, because the orbs have been insane here, and we're right by a cemetery right next door. So anyway, but that's what I see for DeSantis. There's something with him stepping away from the being governor. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, it's been fabulous, and I hope everybody has a good night. I will say people's names now. So I already said Bunny and Gary. Thank you, Sharon and Terry and Mims and Bunny. I said Jamie, Sharon, Brenda, Jackie Gannon, Teresa, Lynn, Mary, Melissa, Sparky, Greeter. Thank you, Teresa, and Roxanne, Mims, MD, Caroline, Sharon, Ron. Hello, Ron. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Lucienne. Thank you so much for helping tonight. I really appreciate it. I'll just send you a thing next time, and then you can just jump on and help. Sandra, Love Peace. Oh, hello, Love Peace. Thank you. Carol, Sister of Six. MD, Bunny, I said. Happy Girl. I saw Connie Brown earlier. Tammy, Jay Hyatt, Kathy. Laura, love you too, Laura. Thanks for showing up, you guys. I really appreciate it. And Prince Charming's mom, Sue, Sherry, Celtic Seer, hello. I wanted to let you know that I gave money because I donate the channel money, and I gave money to the people that left Texas, all the lawmakers that left. I gave some money to them, and I'm going to give to mostly climate change stuff, different organizations. The WWF I'm going to give to. So if you have any favorite charities that you'd like me to donate the money to, let me know. Okay, just send me an email at intuitiview@gmail.com. Oh, and tomorrow is the beginning of our last beginners Intuitive Circle class. So if you want to do it, it's one of the funnest things I've ever done, and it's really, really fun. So Debbie and I are doing it together, and sign up. If you even thinking about it and you think, oh, I should do that, tomorrow's the last beginners one, so just do it. We would love to have you. Just if you want me to tell you about it, just go to intuitiview@gmail.com and I'll send you the link. Okay. Okay. So let me just continue and say goodnight to everyone. Brenda, Super Queen B, Sharon, Chase, Celtic Seer, Kathy, Ron, Dreamcatcher, Deb, Edna, everybody, Madam B, Lisa Foster, Psychic Dummy, Craig Dixon. That's what I feel like sometimes. Psychic Dummy. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, let's see. Psychic Dummy, Madam B, Sharon Chase, Craig, Sasha Brown, Flying Without a Broom, Christine. Oh my gosh, thanks you guys for showing up. Mary, Mother of Three, gotcha. Christine, Kevin's Loving Vibrations Tarot, welcome and thank you. Nancy, Gina, Queen Bee, Iris. Oh, hi, Iris. Grayson, hello. That's what is the name of your tarot channel? Anyway, you can put it here because I'll just rerun this. So JB, Lisa Foster, love to Cassie, thank you. She's doing great. Michelle, Tom, I could do this all night. Debbie Brady, your dreams coach. Jamie Johnson, love to Cassie. I will tell Cassie and I'm sure she'll see this. So thanks you guys. Thanks everybody. I will see you next time, probably in a few days or so. All right. Prince Charming's mom. Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody. Oh, Harry's mom. Bye, everybody.